What's up, squad? I'm out here on the range today with the Steel Challenge stage Roundabout setup. This is actually one of my favorite stages to shoot. It's also one of the fastest in the game of Steel Challenge. So today I'm going to go over what I feel are some of the fundamentals of shooting this stage with a rifle. Foot placement, cadence, shot order, things like that. Let's get into it. So the first thing I do, as always, when I get into the box is figure out where my foot placement needs to be. Now in Roundabout, I think that you have the most significant advantage of figuring out your foot placement on this stage particularly. The reason for that is because plates 1 and 2. If I stand here in the middle of this box, okay, plate 1 and 2 are going to be pretty far apart, all right, and really not any closer visually than some of the other plates here. When I step over here into the right front corner of this box, those two plates get a lot closer together, all right? And you'll see once I start shooting why that's such an advantage. Now the shooting order for me with Roundabout is from left to right. There's other ways to shoot this that I'm not going to go over in this video, but however you shoot it, comment below, let me know how you shoot it and why you like to shoot it that way. The way that I do it personally is I go from left to right. So plate 1, 2, 3, 4, and then stop. Let's do some dry runs here. So draw up on plate 1, hit plate 2, snap over to plate 3, and see how that feels. All right, now what I'm looking for is where am I landing on plate 3? Because after the draw on plate 1, 3 is going to be the hardest plate to hit. Okay, so I want to make sure that I set my index up on that plate and not the front two plates. So right there, I was pretty much right on it. I landed a little bit high on the plate, so that's telling me I might have to make some adjustments with the buttstock and my cheek weld, so I'll bring that down a little bit. Let's run it again. So I'm landing before the plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit more aggressive on this right side of the box. Try to get right in the middle of that plate. All right, so that felt pretty good. I landed right in the middle of plate 3. Yep. Now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to move my feet now. I'm going to keep my feet here unless something goes wrong. Now as you can see, it's kind of like how it would be in a match. I'm reaching for these magazines. They're a little far away. And sometimes you got to move the table closer, whatever you got to do. But once you got your feet there, you want to try to keep them in the same spot. All right, let's run some strings. I'm going to run through from the B class range and then work my way up to GM. If I make some mistakes, which I'm sure at some point I will, but I really start pushing it past 100%, I'll be able to talk through them, and we'll take it from there. So as always, I'm looking for here on my draws. I want to make sure my cheek weld's good. I want to make sure I'm drawing up on this plate, and I hit my cheek and land it right on that plate. All right, so that was a 242. So that puts you pretty deep into the B class range. B class is at 292. See if we can run another one like that. All right, so that was a 228. All right, so let's run a couple more strings, see if we can get into that A class range. All right, so that was a 201. So that actually puts you right into master. You can notice the difference there is I sped up on breaking the shot on plate 2. Plate 3, 4, and the stop plate were probably pretty close to the way I was running them in the B class range. But the difference is 1 and 2. And that's really why you want to get your foot placement to the right side of this box, so you can bring those two plates as close as possible so you have a small transition so you can break that shot faster. All right. So I'm going to try to get one, not so much in the master, see if I can get back down to the A class range with this next string. All right, so that was a 214. So that's high A. A's at 233. Master's at 206. All right, so we'll turn it up a little bit from here. See if we can get into the master range in Grandmaster, and I'll try to push it past even 100% of my ability and see if we can start making some mistakes and see if we can talk through them. All right, so that was a 185. So that's just above Grandmaster. Grandmaster's at 184. See if we can get another one of those in that 180s, 190s range. All right, 189. So now, if you can tell now, what I've added into this is instead of just breaking shot 1 and 2 faster, I'm adding 3, 4, and 5 faster. So what I've done is I've broken the stage down into essentially 3 sections. Plates 1 and 2, and then 3, 4, and 5. So from starting out to B, they were about the same cadence coming through. To get into A, I broke 1 and 2 faster. To get into Master and trying to get into Grandmaster, I added in 3, 4, and 5 faster. Now to push farther into Grandmaster, I'm just going to try to break the shots as fast as I can get my eyes there. Okay, you can't shoot any faster than you can see, so I got to get my eyes there, then the dot, and break the shot. All right, so another 189. It's another master string. See if we can get in the Grandmaster strings here. And 183, so that's just breaking in the Grandmaster. Grandmaster's at 184. Let's really turn this up and see what happens. All right, so it was a 166. Felt good, I got them all there, but I felt like I'm kind of on the edge of my ability there. And 165, so about the same. The thing that I've really added in here is I'm trying to break that first shot faster. So I'm trying to get my draw up faster, because if I can take time off there instead of having to take time off the transitions, that's going to be a lot better. So that was a 0.56 draw on those. Same thing, I'm going to try to get my draw up faster, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to get much faster than 0.56. It might start to fall apart, but let's see what happens. All right, so that was a 171. So not getting much faster than that there. The first shot was 0.57, same thing. All right, so 157. I had a miss on plate 3. So that's kind of where it fell apart for me there. It was on that string at a 157. The draw was a 0.5, so I did take time off with the draw. So that wasn't where I was missing. It was missing trying to speed up on the rest of the shots. Right, so there you have it with this. That's how I shoot Roundabout from B class up into the Grandmaster level. Again, get as far over to the right side of the box as you can, as you comfortably can, so you can break shot 1 and 2 and go through the rest of the shot, increasing your cadence on plates 3, 4, and 5 as you try to get your strings faster. That's how I do it. I hope that's helpful. I know there's other ways to shoot Roundabout. Comment below. Let me know the shooting order that you run this in. Let me know what you're working on in Roundabout or any of the other Steel Challenge stages. I'd love to hear about it. If you enjoyed this video, if it's helpful, hit that like button, drop a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more like this, and shoot fast, shoot often.